Alright everybody, how you doing and welcome back to my channel. I'm here to unbox a M.2 that I got off AliExpress that I'm going to be using because I'll be switching from Windows 10 to go ahead on and start using Linux Mint. Now, I've been using Linux operating systems way back in the late 2010, early 2011. I was on using Ubuntu as well as Zorin. But Zorin is a distro, but I loved the Zorin so much that I stuck with them. And then when it came down to me to start doing my taxes and stuff, I had to buy the software disk. But now I don't have to do the software. I don't have to buy the software disk anymore. I could go ahead and start doing my taxes online using online websites. But here I am switching to Linux Mint using this M.2 from DM Internationals. Alrighty. One thing I like about it off bat is the presentation. You see what it is. It's a Chinese company, so you can't go wrong for that. It comes from AliExpress. I got this on sale for a little roughly with shipping and everything about $26.99, about $27 and some change. You gotta add the taxes into it. I got it on sale for like 20, I think it was 22 bucks. I'll be putting that information in the description below if you want to take a chance with DMI International's NVMe 2280 512 gigabyte. Model number is E9. Yes, it's used for laptops. We have a laptop with the PCIe Gen 3 slot. Good for desktops. Same thing with the motherboard with the PCIe Gen 3 slot. And etc. If you need storage for your PAP5 or your P4 that has a M.2 slot, which mostly in the P5s, this will work for that as well too. Nice, good presentation. If you want to know more about the company, use your QR code, scan code to scan the bar, learn more about the company. Now the read speeds, because y'all been asking, y'all probably saying, well, Ron, what are all the read speeds? They say the read speeds are 2,000 megabit per second and the write speeds are 1,500 megabit per second. I'll be testing the speeds out using Crystal Disk software so I can go ahead and find the actual speeds and how fast this M.2 is. Now I'm just going to unbox it. Y'all already know. It's a regular M.2. Yep, it's a regular basic M.2. You can't go wrong with it. There's your screw if you need the screw. So you can't go wrong with that. Regular M.2. PCIe Gen 3 X4. So will this satisfy my needs as I switch over to Linux Mint? Because will be start using Windows 10. I'm not upgrading to Windows 11 because I don't like Windows 11, as I explained to y'all multiple times in my videos. So I'll be using Linux Mint. I watched a lot of good videos from creators who switched to Linux Mint, and trust me, they are doing great with it, and they cannot complain with that. So I can't wait to go ahead on and put the speed numbers on it, go ahead on and close out using it, and y'all tell me, would y'all buy this M.2 or y'all walk away from it? Alright everybody, how y'all doing and welcome back. I'm on the conclusion of the DM International 512 gigabyte M.2. Now I noticed that my TeamGroup MS30 was going a little sluggish. Yes, the MS30 was a little sluggish. Every time I boot up, it hesitated forever and ever. So I say, you know what? Let me go on my little page, AliExpress, and let me go ahead and find me an M.2 and the price range I wanted to spend. Now I went to Amazon and I went to New 8. M.2s was over $49.99 and higher. The best ones, $69, $89. I didn't want to pay that. So this is where my true instincts come into play at, where I could just go ahead and trust what I believe in and do what best for me, for my system and my needs. Now, it may not be the best for your system, but a lot of people like me, as well as others, take chances with third-party manufacturers, stuff that's overseas. Yes. Stuff that come from my good old friend China. Yes. Now, I recently purchased the DM International 512GB M.2 from AliExpress. I had to wait, which I don't mind the wait. It was like good 2 weeks. Got here fast. So I appreciate the fast shipping with it. I installed it. I was supposed to put Linux Mint Cinnamon on there, but I didn't. I said, let me go ahead on and put Windows 10 back on, because my temperature readout display only reads on Windows 10. And with Linux Mint, I got to go ahead on and refresh myself with code entry. Yes, I got to go ahead and install the drivers from AMD for my RX 580 2048 SP DDR5. Yes, a GPU that came out in 2007. I got to download the drivers manually myself, and I got to get into software coding again. So, enough talking, enough boring you. Let's go over the results. All right, everybody. The results are in. Now, the read speeds and the write speeds, I did question, because it says read speeds up to 1500 and read speeds up to 2200 and write speeds up to 1500. So I say, you know what, let me check that out, because a lot of manufacturers be lying and everything like that. The read speed of the DM International 512GB M.2 was 2056.38. The write speed is 1281.41. That's pretty damn fast. That's like the Silicon Power 256 I have, where I have that into another computer to put away, because I might sell that motherboard and that M.2 drive. Now, the TeamGroup AX2 write speed is 259.36 to 279.29. The TeamGroup CX2 still holding strong with write speed of 519.68, read speed 559.76. Now, the DM240GB, as you see, that's another drive that I have purchased from AliExpress. It does its thing. Okay, it does its thing. It's not the fastest. Just basic simple SSD. Should be in the range from 200 to 400 tops on read and write, the minimum. So the DM 240GB SSD is 211.11, 235.52. The Fikwot, that's another one I took a product, and I love that. When I went to go ahead and order the FS810, they ranging now from $56.99. So yes, they going up. Read speeds on that is 527.19. Write is 472.84. Now the PNY CS900, that was a friend built, because I had brought him the SP855 512GB SSD, which was damaged. So I didn't want to wait. I just went ahead and purchased him one from Best Buy. Simple, basic system he's on. And with the SP855, every time I reinstall the system, in a couple of weeks, the system won't turn over to the login screen. So when I tested it out, I hooked it up to my iObit disk drive thing, and I read the structure of it. It says poor, and please change immediately, and send a message out to that. So the PNY CS900, another simple, basic, regular SSD, get the job done. Not the fastest, but it's the greatest. Not the greatest like Samsung and others like Crucials and stuff like that, but the PNY CS900 gets the job done for basic, simple computers. Now, as I mentioned on my TeamGroup MS30 M.2, now when I brought it, the speeds on the right was up there. It was like 580 something. I'll be putting that video in the description below, so y'all can check that out and see what I'm talking about. Now the write speed is 76.48 to 47.18 on the read. Now, As you see right here, when you start seeing your write speed start declining, that means your driver is going bad. As you see, all my drives are holding strong in the upper twos. When I had brought this in 2020, and when I had did a speed test, because I downloaded the software from TeamGroup to run the speed test, the speed and the write was up there. The write and read was up there. The speed was crazy mad. Now my write speed is 76.48. Anytime you start seeing your system struggling to boot up, check your M.2s by running a speed test from Crystal Disk, or I'll be putting their information in TeamGroup, because you can go ahead and use those, which they use Crystal Disk as well too. Check your system speeds every year. If I didn't check it within a couple of months or the end of the year, I have to replace my M.2. So I'm glad I took the chance with DM International, and I am crazy happy with it. Now y'all probably suggesting, well, Ron, will you be sitting down here using DM International? Yes, I will be using them, and I will recommend everybody to use them if you're looking for a nice, good, simple drive like this. Now they are on sale for $17.52. They are on sale for $17.52. But if you don't mind the 2 weeks wait or 3 weeks wait, then you are good to go. They only have 128 right now, but the crazy 1 terabyte 512 or 256 are sold out, and they are flying off shelves. So if you don't do too much with your system, just browse the internet, you got an extra additional storage to store your other stuff on, then this 128 would be good just only for boot. Only boot, put a couple of programs on there, and you be set ready to go. So, conclusion. I already said it. I'm rocking with DM Internationals. I have no issues with them. Great company. They're overseas. They are, of course, AliExpress is in China, so they're overseas. Will I rock them? Of course I will. Now, to the consumers out there, I do recommend this to all consumers out there, but every PC consumer is different. Everybody wants to be a copy of a copy. Me, I ain't like that. So if you want to go ahead and buy what other people using on the line, such as Crucial, Corsair, MSI, etc., Samsung, etc., then y'all do that. Now, if you sit down here and want to save $1 or $2 like me, then this is where to go. I'm happy with DM Internal. Can't go wrong with it. The speeds are mad ridiculous. My system boots right up. I ain't got no issues with it. Programs flying. Everything snappy. I ain't got no issues with it. I could turn my system on. Boom. I'm on the home page quick. With the TeamGroup, I had to walk away from my system for 10 minutes. And I was noticing that. I was doing that on the regular. So, would I recommend you buying this? Yes. The only thing, the problem is that it is a 2 to 3 weeks wait because they come overseas. So if you don't mind the overseas, then you're good to go. I want to thank y'all for watching this video. If you like this video, hit the like button. I'll be putting all the links to everything in the description below. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.